Kia ora fam, this reading is for Aries Leo Sagittarius, and we're focusing on how you can embrace your true nature and what you need to return to sender. Just for clarity, return to sender doesn't mean that you're going and doing a whole big spell working. It can just mean you're cutting cords, dissipating any past attachments, what you need to like return back to where it came from, pretty much. So yeah, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries placement. So that can be sun, moon, rising, dominant, any dominant placements. Or if you just feel generally called to this reading, then I would say it's for you. Please note it's a collective reading, so there might be things that resonate and some things that don't. If you want a personal reading, our email is up there. Our readings are pinned to our TikTok page. And if you're watching this on YouTube, our readings are in the description. If you also would like to gift us a little tip for our sharing our time and energy with you, you're welcome to do that. Our PayPal will be in the caption or in the description. So let's get into it. Now, also my phone number, so phone share need to those with love, light, high frequency, truth, just in peace. What does Leo, Aries, Sagittarius collective need to return to sender in order to embrace their true nature? We have cinnamon, dismantling resistance, embrace sweetness, wealth, protection, sight, abundance, strength, soothing. So let's pull a few more actually, but cinnamon might be a spice that you can use at this time. We have the chocolate card, which I've written sweet again, so lots of sweetness, rich, grounding energy, protection, good mood, brain power, flow, shared ideas and wealth, joy, strength, blood, relax, ease. Do one more. And it is okay to take a risk. So let's read from these three for now, fam. So, fire signs, well, let me say we, because I'm a fire sign as well. We're needing to embrace, I'm not seeing like, in terms of returning to sender, I'm not really seeing like any specific, like the other readings I got like something quite clear, but with this I'm seeing like what we need to let go of or detach from is general resistance. So cinnamon is a great spice. It brings protection, but it also, I found when using it in spell work and just like in my intake, it really helps to like, I want to say, I was writing about this on Instagram, like, I feel like when we have resistance in our bodies, it really like hardens or like tightens our cells to stop us from receiving. Whereas I feel here like there's so much wealth, there's so much abundance, like cinnamon and chocolate, like if you think of those two things that we can digest and consume, like that sounds so yum, that sounds so sweet to me anyway. So I feel like that's our energy, fire signs, is this sweetness, this wealth. And when I was writing, doing up this card with chocolate, I was also thinking of just like straight cacao, like the organic form, and how it's really good for our blood. Chocolate helps us or releases endorphins as well, so puts us in a good mood, helps with our energy, our brain power. So in our true nature, fire signs, we're in a good mood. We are strong in the way in which we think. Our mind is protected. We're drawing in a lot of wealth, and our wealth is protected. And when I'm saying wealth, that doesn't necessarily mean money or physical stuff. It can, but this is also emotional, spiritual, and mental wealth and abundance. Like I said, being in a good mood, flowing in our energy. But these two, let me say, herbs or cacao and cinnamon are very grounding and are very rooted. They're both brown, right? And I'm thinking of cinnamon as actually a bark. So when you take off the first layer of the tree, the cinnamon powder that we, put in whatever we eat, is actually a bark that sits under the main or the first layer. And for me, when I think of bark is really strong and like earthy. So there's this fragrance to our general energy that our ancestors and the divine want us to embrace. So you might want to eat a little chocolate. You might want to eat a little, have a little cinnamon. And it's okay to take a risk. So for us fire signs, I'm seeing that maybe something or an energy that we can get in when we aren't feeling our best selves is like being scared of doing something different, being scared of taking a risk. But when I think of Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, yeah, I'm just seeing fire, you know. Fire isn't scared to burn, it just does. And so in our true nature, I feel like we're being reminded that it's okay for us to do new things. It's okay for us to have new experiences. And I'm hearing take charge of our life in that way. So some of us need to take charge of our experiences a little bit more when it comes to, you know, taking risks or trying something new. Should we pull one more? What else does Aries, Leo, Sagittarius need to return back to sender? So some of you might not view yourselves as like very wealthy, or I'm also seeing like maybe you embrace this energy and people project their resistance onto you, their own stuff onto you, you know. So some of us may need to find a way to like have grounding routines that invite that wealth, that protection of our wealth, that protection of even our mental health, and our body, protecting our joy, and making sure that we're sharing these ideas and this wealth with the right people, you know, people that are actually going to appreciate this wealth and not going to cultivate more resistance or a lack of understanding. Like, you know, people that can be determined to like, I'm also hearing underestimate us, or yeah, but I guess there's reminders here that that's just other people's projections. So we also have trust in divine timing and your uri, your spiritual head. That's in Yoruba, Nigerian dialect. Intuition, or uri is your higher self. The answers are within. So yeah, again, this is really pairing with it's okay to take a risk. Like, some of us are being called to trust a little bit deeper, and a way in which we can embrace our true nature is to just trust. Excuse me, the messages that we're getting, where our intuition is telling us to go at any given moment, the leaps of faith that we want to take, especially creatively, I'm hearing. So in anything that we're wanting to create in our lives, our true nature is to trust that, and also to trust the divine timing at which these things are being created. So there's encouragement here, I guess, from the divine that I feel like everyone does, but we have a strong intuition, and to harness in on that a little bit more. So practicing your trust with your intuition. That might be like testing it out, which could look like maybe you're getting a little inkling to do something, and it might not be like too serious of a thing or too big of a risk, but you're seeing it as, oh, I don't know if I should do that, but you're still getting a little inkling, trying that thing out and then seeing how it turns out for you. Even writing or journaling or recording the little like inklings that you get in your day-to-day. This could just be like a light. Yeah, I'm seeing something light that's not too serious. So you could even be asking your intuition to show up in your day-to-day, by giving you signs during your day. Like, let me see this color, this number, this animal, as a little relationship building practice with your higher self.